Good day, everyone. Welcome to Transformation Tuesday with me, Liz Forrest. Great to have you here. Okay, I'd like to ask you a question today that maybe is a little sensitive and very important. Do you find it difficult to truly feel love for yourself on a regular basis, like daily? When you look in the mirror, do you feel love for yourself? It's a very important question, and we are going to explore this in today's Transformation Tuesday with me, Liz Forrest. If you're here, please say hello in the comments if you're here with me live. And if you are watching the replay, please type replay in the comments. I love to know who's joining me always. And I really appreciate seeing the people who come on later in the replays. And I always go through all the comments and respond and reply and say, hey, thanks for being here. I'm a master shamanic teacher of over 25 years. I've been sharing Toltec wisdom, empowering students to embrace a vibrant, fulfilling life. Hello, Arya. First time joining me. How great that you're here. Wonderful. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Arya. I've been incredibly blessed to have learned the Toltec practices over the past almost 30 years now. Tools from Don Miguel Ruiz, author of the Four Agreements, Bernadette Vigil, author of the Mastery of Awareness, and one of my main teachers for over a decade. I spend time in Teotihuacan, Mexico, a couple times a year with I call them my soul family, my heart family, Don Valentin Cervantes, who has been a mentor of mine for all these many years, over 25 for sure. He's a healer in his village, and he's been teaching me the traditions and the teachings and the culture of the Toltecs for all this time. And so the people I take to Teo, as we affectionately call Teotihuacan, on these power journeys get to also be in his presence and learn from him. He's a very generous person and shares so deeply with everyone that comes with me. So, Nancy, hello, good morning. Great to have you here. Okay, so in this episode of Transformation Tuesday, I'm going to talk about the 7th of the 11 spiritual practices for personal growth. And I've been talking about the first 6 over the last, 6 weeks. So if it's your first time joining me, you can go back. The replays stay up. So you can go back and watch them all if you choose to do that right here in Loving Transformation and catch up with those ones. But I do review them briefly in each one to keep them present in our minds and hearts. And I will do that today as well. So I've shared how these practices are like guideposts, and they help to also up-level our vibration of consciousness, creating a pathway back to our heart center, to our integrity. They lead us through the distortion and the fog that the dream of the planet, which is what the Toltecs call what we live in, the dream of the planet, this place that we live, this dimension, this reality, this dream. Because remember, the Toltecs are teaching us that we dream all the time. We dream when we're awake, like now. We dream when we're asleep. That's a different dreaming. That's a dream state. Yeah, so we're dreaming all the time. And so the dream of the planet is that it's the reflection that we receive from our society, our environment, where we live, what we're born into, all the ways that we see the reflection of the world around us. And sometimes that can be very distorting. Yeah, it can throw us into maybe confusion or chaos even daily. And so these spiritual guidelines help us to come back to our own truth and our heart center and be able to take the right action for us, regardless of what we are being witness to in the world. So I will review the first practices that I've taught in the last few weeks, as I've said, just briefly to keep them fresh and to become aware also of how they build on each other, because there's a reason they are in the sequence that they're in. And so, again, if you missed them, go back over, watch the replays, or maybe if you want to watch them again, that's also great. They will be here indefinitely. So the first one is awareness. Awareness. Becoming more aware of yourself in your entirety. The second practice is discipline. And discipline in these teachings equates action. It's you taking action consistently, unwaveringly to manifest your dream, what it is you're creating in your life. The third spiritual practice for personal growth is refraining from self-judgment. Yeah, refraining from depleting your own energy, refraining from victimizing your own self, refraining from self-judgment. The fourth practice is respect. Not abandoning yourself, not bailing on yourself, no matter what. And the fifth spiritual practice for personal growth is, I love this one, I love them all, I particularly love this one, it's patience. Patience. Patience teaches us to be kind and gentle with ourselves, to allow yourself time and space to integrate the changes you're making in your life. Giving up on that go hard, push hard. No, this is about patience. Yeah, allowing the space to integrate what it is you are doing on the spiritual path in your life. The sixth one is trust. Trust, which is a little bit different for the spiritual warrior. It's not about trusting the rules of our domestication, of our programming. It's about being fully present for yourself. It means you've chosen to be an apprentice to yourself, to creator. You take a flight into trust in this way like no other. Because it's not about rules, it's about trusting your own inner voice, your true self within you. Even if that means breaking the rules, to honor your own truth. Yeah, and sometimes it does mean breaking the rules, to honor yourself. Higher level of trust. Okay. So we have been laying a strong, insightful foundation with these 6 spiritual practices for personal growth. Would you not agree? Yeah, if you agree, you can just type agree in the comments. And so, maybe you're starting to see how they help with clarity, to remind us of who we truly are as humans on a conscious path, walking the earth at this time. Yeah. So now we arrive at number 7 of the spiritual practices. Are you ready? If you're ready, you could say ready. And this one, the 7th spiritual practice for personal growth, is love. Love. And I have a very big card for you to show you. Can you see it? Love. It's my cushion. It's my love cushion. I spend time with my love cushion every time I sit in this place in my home. Yeah, love. This practice teaches us that we are love. We are love. That love is inside you. It's not separate from you. That you are love. It's a little bit of a different perception, hey? Hey, Kristen, than you might be familiar with. Yeah, this love is about you being love. And that love will transform each moment that you choose to embrace yourself. Embrace yourself with all your wounds that you're carrying from your life experiences. Embrace the places that are still painful inside you for whatever reason. Neglect as a child, heartbreak from a partner, betrayal from a loved one. You have your own, I'm sure you can make your own list. Violation from a stranger. Wherever the pain came from, And whatever wounds you're still carrying in yourself, to embrace the wound, because we know that rejecting those places in ourselves, those places that are wounds, and they really are like wounds until we heal them, right? It is emotional wounding. Yeah, spiritual wounding, depending on what our life experience has been. And so when we step into the higher vibration of knowing that we are love and that we can transform these places in ourselves by embracing them instead of rejecting them. Rejecting ourselves in any way, that creates more wounding. Yeah, it creates more wounding. I hear, in the classes I teach, sometimes I hear somebody say, a student say, I just want to get rid of this. I want this out of me. I want to get rid of it. And I say, sweetheart, that's not the way it's going to heal. No, the way it's going to heal is you embracing that place inside you, which is hurt, which is wounded, needs light, needs love, needs attention. That's how we transform those places in ourselves to heal. Because otherwise, we're victimizing ourselves. Yeah, you understand that? We're victimizing our own selves. We don't need anyone else to hurt us anymore because we just do it to ourselves. When we reject those places inside ourselves, when we want to get rid of them, we want to embrace them. We want to bring them into our consciousness. We want to allow the time and space for those wounded places to transform and heal in us. And the way to do that is with love. Love, because we are love. Now that might be a little bit difficult to accept right in the moment, but only in the moment. Yeah, because love is an up level of our vibration. And when you commit to work spiritually, you develop a deep love for yourself. As you continue to walk the path, you may begin to experience a different vibration of love. And I'm using that word a lot because it's true. It's like an up level of all your systems. It's an up level of what you sense and how you feel about yourself. It's as your understanding of what love truly is when it starts to change. And you may start to notice that you're drawn to people who really reflect that high form of love. Have you ever been around people that it just feels so good to be around, that you want to be in their presence and in their energy? Have you experienced that around anyone? I know I certainly have, many times in my life, where it feels so nourishing just to be in their presence. You don't even have to interact with them. Yeah, because that's the vibration. You're receiving that vibration of a higher form of love. And in that reflection, your love transforms and you reflect that vibration out to other people. Yeah, because you're not separate. You're not separate from love. You are love. And my opinion is that what we are here to do in our incarnation of being in this human existence is to reflect our love to ourselves in the deepest way and out to all in our world. Yeah, I feel like that's really what we're here to do, is to learn how to embrace ourselves with deep love on our spiritual path and then offer that out. Yeah, be one of those people that reflect that higher vibration of love out into the world and watch your world transform. So I have a little practice for you, because I really love to pass on these practices. This one you may have received if you have my free gift. If you don't, I'm going to put the link in the comments so you can get that. This is looking in the mirror every morning and holding your gaze in appreciation of yourself, first of all, with another day in this life. And then saying out loud, even if it's just in a whisper at first, I love you, and then putting your name. So for me, I look in the mirror, I say, I love you, Liz. I love you. You can try that right now. You can try that right now, just to say it out loud. And you might notice the slightest shift in how you feel inside yourself. And in the mirror, you're holding your own gaze. Yeah, you're connecting with your divinity. Really, that's what's happening. You're connecting with your own divinity, and that is love. So don't be fooled. This is not about ego. It's not about personal importance. This is you acknowledging you, that you are indeed love. So that's our 7th spiritual practice. And we have 11 altogether that comes from this lineage. And so we have 4 more to go. So that's a little practice for you to take with you after our class today. And last week I made a big announcement, and I'd like to make it again if that's okay with you. I'm really excited, and I'm going to be putting this information right underneath this video after we close about this event that I am so excited to offer out. It is an in-person full day of exploration of the Toltec shamanism with me on Salt Spring Island, British Columbia, Canada. I lived on Salt Spring for, I don't know, 25 or more years. I had a Toltec center there for 15 years with my partner, and we shared so much depth around the Toltec teachings. We had workshops and classes and ceremonies and brought other teachers. It was a phenomenal chapter of my life, and I still go to Salt Spring. I go there a couple times a year, teach my ongoing classes. And this year, because we can be in person, I am offering out a full day on Salt Spring Island to come and be together and share and learn and practice. I will teach, I'm going to teach a few things, and that's going to be in the information which is going to be underneath my video today. And registration is now open. It's already filling, and it's only been open since this morning. So if you have any questions, if you want further information, I'm going to put my email in the comments. You can email me. We can set up a 30-minute complimentary session. I'll give you more information. I can also help with travel because it is an island, so you need to take a ferry from the mainland. I can give you all those details. It's going to be so exciting to come together, and this is for my existing community on Salt Spring, and it's wide open, and I would love to meet you there and share this kind of time and energy with each other in person. So let me know if you're interested in more information about that by emailing me, and I'll put that in the comments for you. Thank you so much for being with me today on Transformation Tuesday. Please join me next week for the 8th spiritual practice for personal growth, and I will see you soon. Enjoy your day. All my love.